The Arab world stands at a crossroads, its ancient civilizations whispering tales of innovation, scholarship, and cultural brilliance. From the majestic pyramids of Egypt to the grand libraries of Baghdad, the region has been a beacon of human achievement. The Arab world, with its rich tapestry of cultures and histories, has always been a melting pot of ideas and innovations. The ancient cities, with their bustling marketplaces and towering minarets, tell stories of a time when the Arab world was at the forefront of science, mathematics, and philosophy. Scholars from across the globe would travel to these lands, eager to learn and share knowledge. The contributions of the Arab world to fields such as astronomy, medicine, and literature are immeasurable. The tales of Sinbad, the medical treatises of Avicenna, and the mathematical innovations of Al-Khwarizmi are just a few examples of the region's profound impact on human civilization. From the sands of Mesopotamia to the bustling cities of North Africa, the region cradled knowledge and progress, shaping the course of human history. Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, saw the rise of the first cities, the invention of writing, and the establishment of the first legal codes. The fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers nurtured the growth of great empires such as the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. These civilizations laid the foundations for many aspects of modern society, from governance and law to art and architecture. Meanwhile, in North Africa, the ancient city of Carthage became a major center of trade and culture, influencing the Mediterranean world. The bustling markets of Cairo, with their vibrant mix of goods and people, became a symbol of the region's economic and cultural dynamism. The Arab world was not just a passive recipient of knowledge, but an active contributor, constantly pushing the boundaries of what was known and understood. Yet, in the present day, a different narrative unfolds. The modern Arab world is a complex mosaic of progress and challenges. On one hand, cities like Dubai and Doha have transformed into global hubs of commerce and innovation, showcasing the region's potential for growth and development. Skyscrapers pierce the sky, and modern infrastructure connects people and places in ways that were once unimaginable. On the other hand, many parts of the Arab world face significant hurdles. Rapid urbanization, population growth, and environmental challenges strain resources and infrastructure. The promise of modernity is often juxtaposed with the harsh realities of political and social turmoil. The Arab Spring, which began in 2010, highlighted the deep-seated frustrations and aspirations of millions of people across the region. While it brought hope for change, it also underscored the complexities and difficulties of achieving lasting reform. Many Arab nations grapple with complex challenges: authoritarianism, corruption, economic instability, and social unrest. Authoritarian regimes, often backed by powerful elites, maintain a tight grip on power, stifling dissent and curbing freedoms. Corruption erodes trust in institutions and hampers economic development. Economic instability, driven by factors such as fluctuating oil prices, unemployment, and inadequate diversification, leaves many struggling to make ends meet. Social unrest, fueled by a lack of opportunities and systemic inequalities, manifests in protests and, at times, violent confrontations. The youth, who make up a significant portion of the population, often find themselves at the forefront of these movements, demanding a better future. The challenges are multifaceted and deeply intertwined, making solutions elusive and complex. These issues cast a long shadow, hindering progress and leaving many to question the path forward. The weight of history, combined with contemporary challenges, creates a sense of uncertainty and apprehension. The dreams of a brighter future are often clouded by the realities of the present. Yet, amidst the shadows, there are glimmers of hope. Grassroots movements, civil society organizations, and visionary leaders are working tirelessly to address these challenges and pave the way for a more inclusive and prosperous future. The resilience and determination of the people, their unwavering spirit in the face of adversity, offer a beacon of hope. The path forward may be fraught with difficulties, but the potential for positive change remains ever present. Across the Mediterranean, Europe's past echoes with similar struggles. The history of Europe is a testament to the resilience of human societies in the face of adversity. From the fall of the Roman Empire to the tumultuous Middle Ages, Europe has experienced its fair share of challenges. The continent was once a patchwork of feudal states, each vying for power and control. The rise of absolute monarchies brought about periods of relative stability, but also stifled freedoms and innovation. Religious conflicts, such as the Crusades and the Inquisition, tore societies apart and left deep scars. Economic stagnation, exacerbated by plagues and wars, created widespread suffering and hardship. Yet through it all, Europe found ways to adapt, evolve, and ultimately thrive. Centuries ago, European nations faced their own demons: feudalism, absolute monarchies, religious conflict, and economic stagnation. The feudal system, with its rigid hierarchies and lack of mobility, kept vast swathes of the population in poverty and servitude. Absolute monarchies, while providing some measure of order, often ruled with an iron fist, suppressing dissent and curbing freedoms. Religious conflicts, driven by deep-seated beliefs and power struggles, led to wars, persecutions, and divisions that took generations to heal. Economic stagnation, compounded by factors such as the Black Death and constant warfare, left many struggling to survive. The challenges were immense, and the path to overcoming them was neither straightforward nor easy. The path from darkness to enlightenment was arduous, marked by revolutions, reformations, and the tireless pursuit of progress. The Renaissance, with its emphasis on humanism and rediscovery of classical knowledge, sparked a cultural and intellectual revival. The Reformation challenged the established religious order, leading to profound changes in society and governance. The Age of Enlightenment, with its focus on reason, science, and individual rights, laid the groundwork for modern democracies. Revolutions, such as the French and American revolutions, challenged the old order and sought to establish new systems based on liberty, equality, and fraternity. The Industrial Revolution transformed economies and societies, bringing about unprecedented levels of growth and development. Each of these movements, while fraught with challenges and setbacks, contributed to the gradual emergence of a more enlightened and progressive Europe. Could Europe's historical journey offer valuable lessons for the Arab world today? The parallels between the two regions are striking. Both have faced periods of great turmoil and transformation. Both have rich histories of intellectual and cultural achievements, and both have the potential to overcome their current challenges and emerge stronger. Europe's journey from feudalism to modernity was not a linear process. It was marked by setbacks, conflicts, and periods of regression. Yet, through perseverance, innovation, and a willingness to embrace change, Europe was able to build societies that value democracy, human rights, and economic prosperity. The Arab world, with its own unique history and context, can draw inspiration from these experiences. By learning from the past and adapting those lessons to their own circumstances, Arab nations can chart a path towards a brighter future. Can the echoes of the past illuminate a path towards a brighter future? History is not just a record of what has been, it is a guide to what can be. The stories of past civilizations, their triumphs and failures, offer valuable insights into the human condition. They remind us that progress is possible, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. The Arab world, with its rich heritage and resilient people, has the potential to overcome its current difficulties and build a future that honors its past while embracing the possibilities of the present and future. By looking to history, we can find the inspiration and wisdom needed to navigate the complexities of our time. Join us as we embark on a captivating exploration of history, seeking insights and inspiration for the challenges of our time. Together, we will delve into the stories of ancient civilizations, the struggles and triumphs of past societies, and the lessons they offer for our world today. We will explore the rich tapestry of human history, from the ancient libraries of Baghdad to the revolutionary fervor of Paris, and uncover the threads that connect us all. Through this journey, we hope to find not just answers, but also hope and inspiration for a better future. Let us embark on this journey together with open minds and hearts, ready to learn from the past and build a brighter tomorrow. Imagine medieval Europe, a tapestry woven with feudal lords, powerful monarchs, and the pervasive influence of the church. This was a time when the landscape was dominated by towering castles and sprawling estates, each a symbol of the immense power and wealth held by a select few. The feudal system was the backbone of society, a rigid hierarchy that dictated every aspect of life. Lords and vassals, bound by oaths of loyalty, controlled vast tracts of land and the people who lived on them. The monarchs, often seen as divinely appointed, wielded absolute power, their decrees shaping the fate of nations. The Church, with its own vast holdings and influence, played a crucial role in maintaining the status quo, its teachings reinforcing the social order, and its leaders often acting as power brokers in their own right. The Church was not just a spiritual institution, but a political powerhouse. Its cathedrals and monasteries were centers of learning and culture, but also of intrigue and power struggles. Bishops and abbots often held as much sway as secular lords, their influence extending into the highest echelons of society. The Church's reach was pervasive, its doctrines shaping the beliefs and behaviors of the populace. It was a unifying force, but also a tool of control, its authority unquestioned and its edicts followed without hesitation. The Church's role in medieval Europe cannot be overstated. It was the glue that held the fabric of society together, but also a source of tension and conflict. Power rested in the hands of a select few, often inherited rather than earned. The aristocracy was a closed circle, its members bound by blood and tradition. Titles and lands were passed down through generations, ensuring that the same families remained at the top of the social hierarchy. This system of inheritance created a sense of stability, but also stifled innovation and change. The nobility was a class apart, its members enjoying privileges and luxuries that were unimaginable to the common people. They lived in grand castles, surrounded by servants and retainers, their lives a world away from the harsh realities faced by the majority of the population. The echoes of this past resonate in the corridors of some Arab nations today. In many ways, the power structures of medieval Europe find their parallels in the modern Arab world. The concentration of power in the hands of a few, the influence of religion, and the rigid social hierarchies are all features that can be seen in both contexts. The modern Arab world, like medieval Europe, is a complex tapestry of power and influence where tradition and modernity often clash. The legacies of colonialism, the impact of oil wealth, and the ongoing struggles for political and social reform all contribute to a landscape that is both familiar and unique. Niccolò Machiavelli, a keen observer of power dynamics, wrote in The Prince, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." This sentiment, while controversial, reflects the harsh realities of leadership in a time of instability. Machiavelli's insights into the nature of power and the strategies for maintaining it have resonated through the centuries, influencing leaders and thinkers across the world. His work is a reminder that the pursuit of power often involves difficult choices and moral compromises. The lessons of The Prince are as relevant today as they were in the turbulent times of Renaissance Italy, offering a stark view of the realities of political life. This sentiment, while controversial, reflects the harsh realities of leadership in a time of instability. Medieval Europe was a time of constant conflict and upheaval, where the balance of power was always in flux. Wars, rebellions, and power struggles were a constant feature of life, and leaders had to be both shrewd and ruthless to survive. The use of fear as a tool of control was not just a theoretical concept, but a practical necessity. Leaders who could inspire fear were often able to maintain their positions and protect their realms, while those who relied solely on love and loyalty were often overthrown. The history of medieval Europe is a testament to the brutal realities of power and the lengths to which people will go to secure it. In both historical Europe and the present-day Arab world, the concentration of power often bred corruption. The more power is concentrated in the hands of a few, the greater the temptation to use it for personal gain. Corruption was rampant in medieval Europe, with officials and nobles often using their positions to enrich themselves at the expense of the common people. This same dynamic can be seen in many modern Arab nations where political corruption is a major issue. The misuse of power undermines trust in institutions and hinders progress, creating a cycle of dysfunction that is difficult to break. The parallels between the two contexts are striking, highlighting the enduring challenges of governance and the need for accountability and transparency. Systems designed to serve the people became instruments for personal gain, eroding trust and hindering progress. In medieval Europe, the bureaucracy was often inefficient and corrupt, with officials more interested in their own advancement than in serving the public. This led to widespread disillusionment and resentment as people saw their needs ignored and their resources squandered. The same issues can be seen in many modern Arab nations, where government institutions are often plagued by corruption and inefficiency. The erosion of trust in these systems makes it difficult to implement reforms and achieve progress, creating a vicious cycle that is hard to break. The lessons of history are clear. Without accountability and transparency, governance becomes a tool for exploitation rather than a means of serving the public good. Feudalism, with its rigid social hierarchy, mirrored the economic disparities plaguing many Arab nations today. The feudal system was based on a strict hierarchy, with the nobility at the top and the peasants at the bottom. This created a society where social mobility was almost impossible and economic disparities were entrenched. The vast majority of people lived in poverty, working the land for the benefit of their lords, while a small elite enjoyed immense wealth and privilege. This same dynamic can be seen in many modern Arab nations where economic inequality is a major issue. The concentration of wealth in the hands of a few, combined with a lack of opportunities for the majority, creates a society where social mobility is limited and economic disparities are entrenched. The vast majority toiled while a privileged few reaped the rewards, stifling social mobility and perpetuating cycles of poverty. In medieval Europe, the peasants worked long hours in harsh conditions with little hope of improving their lot in life. Their labor supported the lavish lifestyles of the nobility, but they saw little benefit from their hard work. This same dynamic can be seen in many modern Arab nations where the majority of people work in low-paying jobs with little chance of advancement. The concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few creates a society where social mobility is limited and poverty is perpetuated. The lessons of history are clear. Without opportunities for advancement and a fair distribution of resources, social and economic disparities will continue to plague society. The shadow of the Ottoman Empire, a vast and complex realm, continues to loom large over the Arab world. This empire, which spanned over 6 centuries, was a melting pot of cultures, languages and religions. It was a place where East met West, where the Silk Road brought traders from distant lands, and where scholars from various backgrounds gathered to share knowledge. The Ottoman Empire was not just a political entity, it was a civilization that left an indelible mark on the Arab world. While the empire fostered cultural exchange and relative stability for centuries, its decline left a void, paving the way for colonial powers to exert their influence. The fall of the Ottoman Empire was not a sudden event, but a gradual process marked by internal strife, economic difficulties and external pressures. As the empire weakened, European powers saw an opportunity to expand their influence in the region. They carved up the Ottoman territories, drawing arbitrary borders that ignored the ethnic, religious and cultural realities on the ground. This redrawing of the map sowed the seeds of future conflicts. European colonialism, with its insatiable appetite for resources and control, carved up the region, imposing artificial borders and exacerbating existing tensions. The colonial powers, driven by their own economic and strategic interests, exploited the region's resources and manipulated its politics. They established colonial administrations that prioritized their own needs over those of the local populations. This exploitation and manipulation had long-lasting effects on the region's political, economic and social structures. The legacy of colonialism, economic exploitation, political manipulation, and the erosion of local institutions continues to shape the Arab world's trajectory. The colonial powers left behind a legacy of underdevelopment, social inequality, and political instability. They disrupted traditional systems of governance and imposed new ones that were often ill-suited to the local context. This legacy of colonialism is still evident today in the region's ongoing struggles with poverty, corruption, and conflict. The Cold War further entangled the Arab world in global power struggles. As the United States and the Soviet Union vied for global dominance, the Arab world became a battleground for their competing ideologies. Both superpowers sought to expand their influence in the region, often supporting rival factions and fueling conflicts. This external interference further complicated the region's political landscape and deepened existing divisions. As the United States and the Soviet Union vied for influence, many Arab nations found themselves caught in the crossfire, their destinies intertwined with the agendas of superpowers. The Cold War era saw the rise of authoritarian regimes, backed by one superpower or the other, which often suppressed dissent and violated human rights. The superpowers' involvement in the region also led to proxy wars, coups and revolutions, further destabilizing the Arab world. These historical forces, while seemingly distant, continue to exert a powerful influence on the Arab world's present. The borders drawn by colonial powers, the legacies of exploitation and manipulation, and the Cold War's geopolitical struggles have all left deep scars on the region. These historical forces have shaped the Arab world's political systems, economies, and societies in profound ways. They have also contributed to the region's ongoing conflicts and challenges. Understanding this historical context is crucial to comprehending the complexities of the region's current challenges. To address the Arab world's present issues, it is essential to recognize the historical forces that have shaped them. This understanding can help inform more effective and sustainable solutions. It can also foster greater empathy and solidarity with the people of the region, who continue to bear the weight of this complex and often painful legacy. Despite the weight of history, the Arab world is not a monolith defined solely by its struggles. Amidst the challenges, glimmers of hope emerge, a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. From the bustling streets of Casablanca to the vibrant art scene in Beirut, creativity and innovation thrive. A young generation, armed with education and fueled by aspirations for a better future, dares to challenge the status quo. Movements demanding democracy, transparency, and accountability have shaken the foundations of authoritarian regimes. The Arab Spring, while ultimately falling short of its lofty goals, demonstrated the yearning for change that burns brightly within the hearts of many. Yet these glimmers of hope often flicker amidst the shadows of despair. Ongoing conflicts fueled by sectarian tensions, political instability, and foreign interference continue to ravage parts of the region. Section 5. A Tale of Two Worlds. The Arab world is a region of stark contrasts. It is a land where ancient traditions and modern innovations coexist, often side by side. The vast deserts, with their timeless beauty, tell stories of nomadic tribes and ancient civilizations. Yet within these same lands, bustling cities with cutting-edge technology and contemporary architecture rise, symbolizing a new era of progress and development. Gleaming skyscrapers pierce the sky in Dubai, a testament to economic progress and technological prowess. The city, once a small fishing village, has transformed into a global hub of commerce and tourism. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, stands as a symbol of human ambition and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The rapid development of Dubai is a reflection of the broader economic growth seen in parts of the Arab world. Yet just a stone's throw away, poverty and inequality persist, a stark reminder of the challenges that remain. In rural villages, life moves at a slower pace and the benefits of modernization are not always felt. Children play in the dusty streets, unaware of the towering skyscrapers just miles away. These communities face significant challenges, from lack of access to education and healthcare to economic instability. The contrast between the opulence of cities like Dubai and the hardships of rural life highlights the uneven distribution of wealth and resources. The legacies of leaders like Muammar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and Hosni Mubarak cast a long shadow. These authoritarian figures, who once held immense power, left behind a complex and often painful legacy. Their regimes were marked by promises of stability and progress, but also by repression, corruption, and human rights abuses. The impact of their rule is still felt today, as countries in the region grapple with the aftermath of their leadership. These authoritarian figures, while initially promising stability and progress, ultimately resorted to repression and corruption, stifling the aspirations of their people. The Arab Spring, a series of anti-government protests and uprisings, was a powerful response to decades of authoritarian rule. People took to the streets, demanding change and a better future. The protests were met with varying degrees of success, but they highlighted the deep-seated desire for freedom and democracy in the region. The struggle for political reform continues as citizens push back against corruption and demand greater accountability from their leaders. Despite the challenges, a spirit of resilience and a thirst for knowledge persist. Education has always been highly valued in the Arab world, and this tradition continues today. In classrooms and libraries, students and scholars engage in the pursuit of knowledge, driven by a desire to understand the world and contribute to its betterment. The region has a rich history of intellectual achievement, and this legacy inspires new generations to strive for excellence. Universities, once centres of Islamic scholarship, are reclaiming their role as incubators of innovation and critical thinking. Institutions of higher learning are investing in research and development, fostering an environment where creativity and innovation can thrive. Students are encouraged to think critically, challenge assumptions, and develop new solutions to the problems facing their communities and the world. This renewed focus on education and innovation is a beacon of hope for the future. The entrepreneurial spirit, deeply ingrained in the region's history, finds new expression in the digital age. From bustling markets to modern tech hubs, entrepreneurship is a driving force in the Arab world. Young innovators are leveraging technology to create new businesses and solve pressing challenges. The rise of tech startups is transforming the economic landscape, providing new opportunities for growth and development. This entrepreneurial energy is a testament to the creativity and resilience of the people. From tech startups to social enterprises, a new generation of changemakers is emerging, determined to shape a brighter future. These young professionals are not only focused on economic success, but also on social impact. They are creating businesses that address social and environmental issues, working to improve the lives of their communities. This new wave of entrepreneurship is driven by a sense of purpose and a commitment to making a positive difference. The future of the Arab world is being shaped by these visionary leaders who are determined to build a more just and prosperous society for all. Section 6. The Power of Ideas. The Mediterranean region, a cradle of ancient civilizations, has long been a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and innovations. From the ancient Greeks and Romans to the diverse societies that inhabit its shores today, the Mediterranean has always been a hub of intellectual and cultural exchange. This region's rich history offers a unique lens through which we can explore the transformative power of ideas. Across the Mediterranean, Europe's journey offers both cautionary tales and inspiring examples. The continent's history is a tapestry woven with threads of intellectual breakthroughs, social upheavals, and political revolutions. From the Renaissance to the Enlightenment, Europe has been a fertile ground for the birth and spread of revolutionary ideas that have shaped the modern world. The cities and landmarks that dot the European landscape stand as testaments to these pivotal moments in history. The Enlightenment, a period of unprecedented intellectual ferment, ignited a revolution of ideas that transformed the continent. Thinkers like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Immanuel Kant challenged the status quo, advocating for reason, individual rights, and limitations on the power of the state. Their writings and philosophies questioned the established order and laid the groundwork for modern democratic societies. The Enlightenment was not just a European phenomenon, it was a global movement that resonated with people across continents. These thinkers engaged in passionate debates and discussions, often risking their lives and reputations to promote their revolutionary ideas. They believed in the power of reason and the potential for human progress. Their ideas on liberty, equality, and justice inspired countless individuals and movements, leading to significant social and political changes. The Enlightenment was a beacon of hope for those who sought to challenge oppression and envision a better future. These ideas, once considered radical, laid the foundation for modern democracies and inspired movements for social justice around the world. The principles of individual rights and the rule of law became cornerstones of democratic governance. The Enlightenment's emphasis on education and critical thinking also led to the establishment of institutions that continue to promote knowledge and innovation. The legacy of the Enlightenment can be seen in the democratic institutions and social movements that strive for equality and justice today. The French Revolution, a tumultuous period of upheaval and transformation, demonstrated the power of ideas to reshape societies. The revolution was fueled by Enlightenment ideals and the desire for liberty, equality, and fraternity. It was a time of great turmoil, but also of immense possibility. The storming of the Bastille and the subsequent events marked the beginning of a new era in French history. The revolution challenged the existing social and political order, leading to the rise of new ideologies and the eventual establishment of a republic. While the revolution's path was marked by violence and chaos, it ultimately led to the dismantling of the monarchy and the rise of republican ideals. The French Revolution had a profound impact on the world, inspiring other nations to pursue their own struggles for freedom and self-determination. The principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity became rallying cries for people seeking to overthrow oppressive regimes and establish democratic governments. The revolution also highlighted the complexities and challenges of achieving lasting social and political change. The Enlightenment's legacy extended far beyond Europe's borders. The ideas of reason, individual rights, and democratic governance resonated with people around the world. Enlightenment thinkers corresponded with intellectuals in other regions, sharing their ideas and learning from different cultures. This exchange of ideas contributed to the global spread of Enlightenment principles and the development of new political and social movements. The Enlightenment's impact can be seen in the various revolutions and reforms that took place in different parts of the world. The American Revolution, inspired by Enlightenment ideals, gave birth to a new nation founded on the principles of liberty, equality, and self-governance. The Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States were deeply influenced by the writings of Enlightenment thinkers. The revolutionaries sought to create a government that would protect individual rights and promote the common good. The American Revolution had a lasting impact on the world, serving as a model for other nations seeking to establish democratic governments and protect human rights. The founding fathers of the United States, such as Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and James Madison, were deeply influenced by Enlightenment ideas. They believed in the power of reason and the importance of education in creating an informed citizenry. The principles enshrined in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution reflected their commitment to liberty, equality, and justice. The American experiment in self-governance inspired other nations to pursue their own paths to democracy and human rights. The Haitian Revolution, another significant event inspired by Enlightenment ideals, was the first successful slave revolt in history. Led by Toussaint Louverture, the revolutionaries sought to overthrow the oppressive colonial regime and establish a free and independent nation. The Haitian Revolution demonstrated the universal appeal of Enlightenment principles and the power of oppressed people to fight for their rights and dignity. The revolution had a profound impact on the global struggle for freedom and justice. The abolition of slavery, a movement that gained momentum in the 19th century, was also deeply influenced by Enlightenment ideas. The principles of liberty and equality inspired abolitionists to fight against the inhumane institution of slavery. The movement led to the emancipation of millions of enslaved people and the recognition of their rights as human beings. The abolition of slavery was a significant step towards achieving social justice and equality, and it continues to inspire movements for human rights around the world. The women's suffrage movement, which sought to secure the right to vote for women, was another important social movement inspired by Enlightenment ideals. The principles of equality and individual rights motivated suffragettes to challenge the patriarchal structures that denied women their political rights. The movement faced significant opposition, but through perseverance and determination, women around the world eventually won the right to vote. The women's suffrage movement was a crucial step towards achieving gender equality and empowering women to participate fully in society. The civil rights movement in the United States, which sought to end racial segregation and discrimination, was also influenced by Enlightenment principles. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. drew on the ideas of liberty, equality and justice to advocate for the rights of African Americans. The movement faced significant challenges, but through non-violent protest and civil disobedience, it achieved significant victories in the struggle for racial equality. The civil rights movement continues to inspire efforts to combat racism and promote social justice around the world. Today, the legacy of the Enlightenment lives on in the various social justice movements that continue to fight for equality and human rights. From the fight for LGBTQ+ rights to the environmental movement, people around the world are inspired by the principles of liberty, equality and justice. These movements seek to address the injustices and inequalities that persist in society and to create a more just and equitable world. The power of ideas to inspire change and transform societies remains as relevant today as it was during the Enlightenment. Education and the free exchange of ideas are essential to the continued progress of society. The Enlightenment emphasized the importance of education in fostering critical thinking and informed citizenship. Today, educational institutions and platforms for dialogue play a crucial role in promoting understanding and innovation. By encouraging the exchange of ideas and fostering a culture of learning, we can continue to build on the legacy of the Enlightenment and work towards a better future for all. The spirit of the Enlightenment also lives on in the pursuit of scientific and technological advancements. The emphasis on reason and empirical evidence has led to countless discoveries and innovations that have transformed our world. From medical breakthroughs to advancements in communication and transportation, the legacy of the Enlightenment continues to drive progress and improve the quality of life for people around the globe. The pursuit of knowledge and the application of reason remain fundamental to addressing the challenges of the modern world. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason, individual rights and democratic governance has also influenced the development of international organizations and cooperation. Institutions like the United Nations and the European Union are built on the principles of promoting peace, security and human rights. Global cooperation and dialogue are essential to addressing the complex issues facing our world today, from climate change to global health crises. The legacy of the Enlightenment continues to shape our efforts to create a more just and peaceful world. The power of ideas to transcend borders and bring people together is one of the most enduring legacies of the Enlightenment. The exchange of ideas and cultural interactions enrich our societies and promote mutual understanding. By embracing diversity and fostering dialogue, we can build more inclusive and harmonious communities. The Enlightenment's vision of a world where reason, justice and equality prevail continues to inspire us to work towards a better future for all. The written word has always been a powerful vehicle for the dissemination of ideas. Books, manuscripts and other forms of written communication played a crucial role in spreading Enlightenment ideas. Today, the accessibility of information through books, digital media and other platforms continues to empower individuals to learn, think critically and engage with the world around them. The legacy of the Enlightenment reminds us of the importance of knowledge and the transformative power of ideas. The Enlightenment also celebrated the power of creativity and artistic expression. Art, literature and music were seen as important means of exploring and communicating ideas. The creative arts continue to play a vital role in our societies, providing a space for reflection, critique and inspiration. By nurturing creativity and supporting the arts, we can continue to explore new ideas and perspectives, enriching our cultural and intellectual landscapes. The spirit of the Enlightenment also lives on in the many community initiatives and volunteer efforts that seek to improve the lives of others. The principles of empathy, solidarity, and collective action are essential to building strong and resilient communities. By working together and supporting one another, we can address the challenges we face and create a more just and equitable society. The power of ideas to inspire positive change is evident in the countless acts of kindness and cooperation that take place every day. The legacy of the Enlightenment also continues to influence our political systems and the pursuit of policy changes that promote justice and equality. Advocacy and activism play a crucial role in shaping public policy and holding governments accountable. By engaging in the political process and advocating for change, individuals and groups can help to create a more just and equitable society. The principles of reason, justice and equality remain central to the ongoing struggle for social and political progress. The celebration of cultural diversity and the recognition of the value of different traditions and perspectives are also part of the Enlightenment's legacy. Cultural festivals and traditions provide opportunities for people to come together, share their heritage, and learn from one another. By embracing and celebrating diversity, we can build more inclusive and harmonious societies. The power of ideas to bring people together and promote mutual understanding is a testament to the enduring influence of the Enlightenment. The pursuit of scientific knowledge and technological innovation continues to be driven by the principles of the Enlightenment. The emphasis on reason, empirical evidence, and the scientific method has led to countless advancements that have transformed our world. From medical breakthroughs to advancements in communication and transportation, the legacy of the Enlightenment continues to drive progress and improve the quality of life for people around the globe. The pursuit of knowledge and the application of reason remain fundamental to addressing the challenges of the modern world. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason and critical thinking also continues to influence the field of philosophy and the pursuit of knowledge. Philosophical discussions and academic institutions play a crucial role in exploring and debating important questions about the nature of reality, ethics, and the human condition. By fostering a culture of inquiry and dialogue, we can continue to build on the legacy of the Enlightenment and work towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The power of ideas to inspire political activism and social movements is another important aspect of the Enlightenment's legacy. From the fight for civil rights to the struggle for environmental justice, people around the world continue to be inspired by the principles of liberty, equality, and justice. By advocating for change and challenging the status quo, individuals and groups can help to create a more just and equitable society. The legacy of the Enlightenment reminds us of the importance of standing up for our beliefs and working towards a better future for all. The importance of dialogue and the free exchange of ideas is another key aspect of the Enlightenment's legacy. Public forums and community discussions provide opportunities for people to come together, share their perspectives, and engage in meaningful conversations. By fostering a culture of dialogue and open communication, we can build more inclusive and understanding communities. The power of ideas to bring people together and promote mutual understanding is a testament to the enduring influence of the Enlightenment. The creative arts continue to play a vital role in our societies, providing a space for reflection, critique, and inspiration. By nurturing creativity and supporting the arts, we can continue to explore new ideas and perspectives, enriching our cultural and intellectual landscape. The Enlightenment's celebration of creativity and artistic expression reminds us of the importance of the arts in our lives and the power of ideas to inspire and transform. The spirit of the Enlightenment also lives on in the many community initiatives and volunteer efforts that seek to improve the lives of others. Section 7. The Seeds of Change. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason and scientific inquiry paved the way for the Industrial Revolution. Technological innovations transformed societies, creating new industries, expanding economic opportunities, and ultimately reshaping the global balance of power. However, Europe's journey was not without its dark chapters. Colonialism, driven by a sense of superiority and a thirst for resources, inflicted immense suffering on colonized populations around the world. The two world wars, fueled by nationalism, imperialism, and a failure of diplomacy, plunged Europe into darkness, leaving scars that continue to shape the continent's psyche. Yet, from the ashes of war emerged a spirit of cooperation and reconciliation. The European Union, a remarkable experiment in regional integration, stands as a testament to the transformative power of dialogue, compromise, and a shared vision for a better future. Section 8. Towards a Brighter Horizon. The Arab world stands at a critical juncture, facing both immense challenges and unprecedented opportunities. The region is a tapestry of ancient civilizations, rich traditions, and a youthful population eager to shape their future. From the bustling streets of Cairo to the innovative hubs in Dubai, the Arab world is a land of contrasts and possibilities. The energy and potential of its people are palpable, and the desire for progress is stronger than ever. The echoes of history offer valuable lessons, reminding us of the dangers of authoritarianism, corruption, and the perils of external interference. The Arab Spring, a series of anti-government protests and uprisings, highlighted the people's yearning for freedom, dignity, and justice. These events underscored the importance of governance that is transparent, accountable, and responsive to the needs of its citizens. The struggles and sacrifices of the past serve as a stark reminder of the cost of complacency and the necessity of vigilance in safeguarding democratic values. Yet history also teaches us that change is possible. The resilience and determination of the Arab people have been the driving force behind significant transformations. From the grassroots movements advocating for human rights to the community leaders championing social justice, the spirit of change is alive and well. The dawn of a new era is on the horizon, fueled by the collective efforts of individuals committed to making a difference. The power of ideas, the courage to challenge the status quo, and the unwavering pursuit of progress can transform societies. Education plays a pivotal role in this transformation. Classrooms are not just places of learning, but incubators of innovation and critical thinking. Inspirational speakers and thought leaders ignite the spark of curiosity and ambition in young minds. Entrepreneurs, with their innovative projects, are redefining industries and creating new opportunities. The synergy of education, innovation, and entrepreneurship is a potent force for societal change. The Arab world, with its rich history, vibrant cultures, and youthful population, possesses immense potential. Cultural festivals celebrate the region's diverse heritage, while traditional attire symbolizes the pride in one's identity. Scholars in libraries and research institutions are the custodians of knowledge, bridging the past with the future. The youth, with their energy and creativity, are the torchbearers of progress. They are the ones who will shape the future, drawing from the wisdom of their ancestors and the innovations of the present. By embracing education, fostering innovation, and promoting good governance, a brighter future is within reach. Technology is a game changer, revolutionizing education and making knowledge accessible to all. In classrooms, students are using cutting-edge tools to enhance their learning experiences. In laboratories, scientists are pushing the boundaries of what is possible, making groundbreaking discoveries that have the potential to change the world. Government officials, when committed to good governance, can create an environment where innovation thrives and citizens prosper. The journey ahead may be long and arduous, but the destination is worth striving for, a future where peace, prosperity, and justice prevail. The road to this future is paved with challenges, but it is also lined with opportunities. It requires the collective effort of all, from policymakers to ordinary citizens, to work together towards common goals. The imagery of a long road leading to a horizon symbolizes the endless possibilities that lie ahead. It is a journey of hope, resilience, and unwavering determination. Let us heed the lessons of history and work together to build a brighter tomorrow for the Arab world and beyond. Collaborative community projects demonstrate the power of unity and collective action. Handshakes between diverse leaders symbolize the importance of dialogue and cooperation. Uplifting images of children and families remind us of the future we are striving to create, one where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. Together, we can build a future that honors our past, embraces our present, and looks forward to a brighter horizon.